YouTube, what is going on? Jake Asman here with you. Happy Thursday. Happy almost 4th of July weekend. Hope everyone is having a good week. Hope everyone's having a good day so far. We're going to talk Jets here. Pro Football Focus named the Jets as the third most improved team in the NFL this offseason. We will certainly react to that list. Before we do, though, please subscribe to the channel below and make sure you hit like on this video, continuing to support the page. I certainly appreciate it. By the way, Jet fans, a bunch of you have reached out about the Zach Wilson jersey. If you want the link, how to get a Zach Wilson jersey for around $30 or so, it will save you obviously a lot than buying it, a real authentic one. So just subscribe to me here on YouTube and then follow me on Twitter at Jake Asman and shoot me a direct message and I will send you that link from Parts Unknown so you can get that jersey. Happy to help any Jet fan out that's interested in getting a Wilson jersey, Becton, Elijah Moore, all that good stuff. So I mentioned it. Pro Football Focus has named the Jets as the third most improved team in the NFL. And when it comes to most improved, it's obviously subjective. Like, I could look at the Jets from last year and say, well, they can't be any worse, so they're certainly improved. Like, who are we comparing the Jets to? Well, in this case, it's the other 31 other teams in the NFL. So I'll give you the PFF list first, and then we'll kind of go through it. So at number 5, they have the Jaguars as, the fifth most improved team in the league. At number 4, they have the football team. So Washington comes in at number 4. They talked about how they added Ryan Fitzpatrick, believe it or not, and that's actually an upgrade over what they've had at the quarterback spot. Okay, fine. I'll play along. Jet fans, we're all laughing. We know how the Fitz thing ultimately ends up. Number 3 was the Jets. More on them in a moment. Number 2 was the Patriots, which, I'm kind of questioning that just a bit. And then number 1 was the Browns. They've had a very active offseason. They've improved in their secondary, and they've had a really good draft. Now, I could argue that the Jets should be number 1 on this list. We could play the semantics game, and we could certainly argue it. You look at the Jets; they were 2-14 a year ago, right? They fired Adam Gase and replaced him with Robert Saleh. Even if Saleh's mediocre, the Jets are drastically improved just based off that one move alone. They put the Jaguars at number 5, and in the video they said, well, they took Trevor Lawrence, so they'd be on this list for just that alone. Well, then I can say the same thing, that the Jets would just be on this list if they just replaced Gase with anybody. And they replaced him with Robert Saleh, who I think most people around the league believe will be a pretty good NFL coach. Certainly will be better than anything we've seen since Rex Ryan, basically the last time the Jets actually had a decent head football coach. So you look at this Jets team. They improved at quarterback. I like Sam Darnold, but Wilson is already going to be better. He just is. Statistically speaking, he's going to have better numbers. He's going to be in a better situation in an offense that suits him. He's going to play better than Sam Darnold. So you improve at coach, you improve at quarterback. Those are the two most important things with a football team. The Jets are drastically better at both. Then you get to the crux of this offseason. What did the Jets do? Oh, they had Corey Davis to play wide receiver. Great move. Oh, in the draft, they had Elijah Moore to help out Zach Wilson and play wide receiver. Great move. So you got two big-time playmakers joining an offense that already had Denzel Mims and Jamison Crowder. Check and check. No more Chris Hogan starting in the opening day lineup, Jet fans. We're certainly past that nightmare. Then you look at some of the other moves this offseason, right? You bring in arguably the best edge rusher available in free agency and Carl Lawson. Then you add Gerard Davis to play linebacker, Sheldon Rankins at defensive tackle, LaMarcus Joyner in your secondary. I did not even mention, Vinny Curry or Tevin Coleman, or even a guy like Keelan Cole, who I think is flying under the radar as a guy that's going to improve this team offensively. So you look at all the free agent moves, and the Jets didn't overspend, but they got really good players for right prices, right? They're not locked into any of these guys long term. They're all guys that are, 27 and younger. They got a bunch of guys that are not aged, free agents. They got guys that are right in their prime. So factor in improvement at head coach, improvement at quarterback, improvement on, at the wide receiver spot. And then let's get to the offensive line, where they certainly improved, we know, in the draft with Vera Tucker. And then just last week, they signed Morgan Moses. I mean, what are we talking about here? The Jets, to me, are clearly the most improved team in the NFL. Name me another team other than, I guess, Jacksonville, because they only won one game, that has a chance to triple their win total. Like, if the Jets are winning more than 4 games, I think we all agree, right? So if they win 4 games, they're doubling their win total. They win 6 games, they're tripling their win total. Is it crazy to think the Jets are going to win 6 games this upcoming season? I think a lot of Jet fans might be disappointed if they only win 6 games. Tell me below in the comments if you agree with that. I think the Jets have a chance to win 7, 8. Everything goes right. Wilson plays well. You could win maybe in 9 games, dare I say. I mean, we've seen teams go from last to first in the NFL often. I'm not asking the Jets to win the AFC East, but I am asking them to be competitive and play meaningful games. This team is as improved as I think we all believe they are from a coaching standpoint, quarterback standpoint, and the overall roster. That's not crazy to expect the Jets with 17 games and an extra playoff spot now in each conference. It's not crazy to expect the Jets to be in the mix. So when I see a team like the Patriots at number 2 and the Browns at number 1, I mean, you could argue those teams got better. I don't think anyone would deny that. New England spent a fortune in free agency. They should be better. But are they doubling or tripling their win total? New England won 7 games last year. How many more are they winning this year? I don't think Cam Newton's any good. And I like Cam. He's been on my radio show before, and he could not have been nicer. So I like Cam Newton. It stinks I got to root against him as a Patriot. But, I'm sorry. They're going to go to Mac Jones, and they're going to be that much better? I think New England's a 9-win team. Maybe they're a 10-win team. So, yeah, technically they improved from a 7-win team. But name me the team that's going from 2 wins to 6 or 7 wins. Jacksonville? Maybe, but I think the Jets are better than Jacksonville. I'll take Robert Saleh over Urban Meyer. I'll take the situation the Jets have given Zach Wilson over the situation that Trevor Lawrence finds himself in. So we will see how it ultimately plays out. But I think PFF here ranking the Jets 3rd, whatever. It's a list at the end of the day. Who cares? But I think it's worth talking about. I think the Jets should be 1 on this list, personally. Because as I laid out, I can't find another team that is as drastically improved from a coaching standpoint, quarterback standpoint, and overall roster standpoint than the Jets. And once again, just to cycle back to the main point here, improvement at coach, improvement at quarterback. Some of the other teams on this list don't qualify for that. The Browns, same coach, same quarterback. New England, same coach, same quarterback. Jacksonville qualifies, but I'll take the Jets roster and the Jets situation over the Jags. Washington, same coach. You swapped out Alex Smith for Ryan Fitzpatrick. We all know how the Fitz thing ends. The Jets, to me, should be number 1 on this list. Does it matter at the end of the day? No, it doesn't. But, lists get people fired up this time of year. And on Bobby Bonilla Day, why not talk about, different rankings, different lists? Why not? Hope everyone has a great Thursday. If you're watching this and July 4th weekend has already began, I hope you're having a great time and enjoying the weather, hopefully. And look, you get past July 4th and end of this month, training camp, and I can't wait. Football, by far and away my favorite sport. Can't wait to talk about it all the time here on YouTube, on Twitter at Jake Asman, and of course on my daily radio show on SportsMap Radio, where you can listen to that show on sportsmapradio.com. Find your local radio affiliate, or if you like my voice, listen to the podcast for the radio show. If you miss anything live, we post both hours of that show each and every day. Please subscribe to my channel. Once again, my name is Jake Asman. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching me talk Jets right here, and have a great weekend, everybody. Talk to you later.